If you're in the market for a luxury SUV that blends power, technology, and everyday comfort, then this video is for you. Today, we're putting the spotlight on the 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450 and comparing it to the 2022 Acura MDX, two mid-size luxury SUVs that compete closely but deliver very different experiences. One represents classic German engineering and prestige. The other stands strong with Japanese precision, reliability, and sporty value. But which one truly deserves your money? Let's break it down. Let's start with power, because that's where the GLE 450 immediately makes a statement. The 2020 GLE 450 comes with a 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-six engine paired with EQ Boost mild hybrid technology. It produces 362 horsepower and 369 lb-ft of torque. And here's where it gets interesting. That EQ Boost system adds an extra burst of power when needed, making acceleration smooth and almost effortless. 0 to 60 miles per hour happens in about 5.5 seconds. That's sports sedan quick for a luxury SUV. Now, let's look at the 2022 Acura MDX. It comes with a 3.5-liter V6 engine, producing 290 horsepower and 267 lb-ft of torque. It's smooth, reliable, and capable, but noticeably less powerful than the GLE 450 in real-world driving. The GLE feels stronger, more refined, and more confident when overtaking or merging onto highways. If performance and effortless power matter to you, the GLE 450 clearly leads. Step inside the GLE 450 and you immediately feel luxury. The cabin is wrapped in premium materials, ambient lighting with 64 colors, real wood trims, and a wide dual-screen digital cockpit powered by Mercedes' MBUX system. The voice command system is futuristic. Just say, "Hey Mercedes," and the car responds. The seats? Extremely comfortable. The ride? Smooth and quiet, almost like floating. Now the Acura MDX has a very impressive interior as well. It feels sporty and well-built, especially in higher trims. Now the Acura MDX has a very impressive interior as well. It feels sporty and well-built, especially in higher trims. The materials are high quality, and Acura's true touchpad interface gives it a modern look. But here's the difference. The GLE feels more premium, more sophisticated, and more high-end. If you want that wow factor every time you step into your car, the GLE delivers it better. Both SUVs are packed with tech. The GLE 450 offers dual 12.3-inch digital displays, augmented reality navigation, wireless charging, advanced driver assistance systems, Burmester surround sound system. The Acura MDX also comes strong with a 12.3-inch display, Al Studio 3 de Premium Audio, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto, Acura Watch Safety Suite. However, Mercedes' interface feels more intuitive and visually stunning. The digital cluster customization alone gives it a futuristic edge. In tech experience. GLE 450 takes the crown again. Now let's talk money. The 2022 Acura MDX is generally more affordable than the 2020 GLE 450, especially when buying used versus new comparisons. Acura offers strong reliability and lower maintenance costs long-term. Mercedes, on the other hand, carries a premium badge, and with that comes slightly higher maintenance costs. So if budget and long-term ownership costs matter most, the MDX makes sense. But if you want prestige, power, and luxury, the GLE justifies its higher price. So which one should you buy? Choose the 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450 if you want stronger performance, you love cutting-edge luxury tech, you want a smoother, more refined ride, prestige and brand presence matter to you. Choose the 2022 Acura MDX if you want a slightly lower price, you value reliability and practicality, you prefer a sportier handling feel, you want a luxury SUV without premium maintenance costs. But overall, if we're talking pure luxury experience, power delivery, and that premium driving feel, the 2020 GLE 450 stands out as the more complete luxury SUV. Now, most people automatically assume the Mercedes wins because of the brand prestige, but today I'm here to tell you why the MDX actually comes out on top in a bunch of real-world categories that matter most to everyday drivers. So, buckle up, let's get into it. Let's talk about performance, but real-world performance, not just numbers on paper. The 2022 Acura MDX comes with a capable 3.5-liter V6 engine and a smooth 10-speed automatic transmission. While the GLE 450's inline, 6 with EQ boost, is technically more powerful, most drivers don't use that extra horsepower in daily driving. The MDX delivers consistent and smooth throttle response, great low-end torque in everyday traffic, a transmission that hardly ever hunts for gears. That means no annoying lag or jerky shifts. The MDX feels predictably responsive in city driving and highway cruising. Meanwhile, the GLE's hybrid assist system can feel a bit over-engineered in normal driving scenarios. More on that later. So if you want effortless, predictable, usable power every day, the MDX has an edge. Step inside the 2022 MDX, and what do you notice? Comfort, space, thoughtful design. The MDX has a more practical cabin layout. Comfortable supportive seats for long drives. Spacious second row, excellent for adults. Optional third row that's actually usable for kids or extra cargo. Now compare that to the 2020 GLE 450. Yes, it's luxurious, but the third row, when equipped, is typically cramped and least used. Plus, many GLE interiors emphasize form over function. Sleek, sure, but less practical. That if you're a family driver, daily commuter, or just someone who likes space that works, the MDX interior is simply better suited for real life. Next up, technology, a huge factor in today's cars. The Acura MDX comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, a clear touchscreen interface, easy-to-use menus that don't fight you. Meanwhile, the 2020 Mercedes GLE's dual-screen MBUX system looks futuristic, but it can feel distracting, overly complex, and sometimes sluggish to respond. Here's the truth. Most owners don't want to spend minutes juggling menus or voice prompts. They want simple, intuitive tech that works when you want it to. And in that regard, the MDX wins. This one matters more than people admit. Mercedes has incredible engineering, but it requires careful maintenance and attention. Acura, on the other hand, is known for long-term reliability, fewer unexpected issues, longevity that keeps resale values healthy. That's huge if you plan to keep your SUV for years or even decades. An Acura MDX often feels like a trusted partner, whereas a Mercedes can feel like a performance machine that demands precision care. For many owners, reliability wins. Every time. When we stack both vehicles side by side, the 2022 Acura MDX wins in heavy checkmark practical daily performance, heavy checkmark real-world comfort and space, heavy checkmark tech accessibility and usability, heavy checkmark lower ownership costs, heavy checkmark strong reliability, heavy checkmark safety tech included as standard. The 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450 is undeniably luxury-rich, but for most drivers, that extra prestige doesn't outweigh the practical benefits of the MDX. If you want smart luxury that works hard for you every day, the 2022 Acura MDX is the better choice. If you enjoyed this comparison, give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss more automotive breakdowns. Tell me in the comments, would you pick the MDX over the GLE, and why? Thanks for watching. See you next video.